I found this German potato salad from 1862. So it's like a vintage recipe. Actually, German potato salad originated in the 16th century, but I think this is probably the oldest recipe I can find for this salad. It's actually a hot salad, and I had it multiple times in Germany. I personally love it. So the recipe wasn't exactly specific, but it did say 6 large potatoes. I have 7 little ones, kind of like medium size, not too big. I just peeled them and boiling right now. And it said 4 slices of bacon. I'm actually using 6 slices, and I cut the big fat chunky parts up because I know once I put it in the salad, it's gonna get a little soft. And I personally don't like the soft white parts, so I cut those up, and then I just cut the bacon in half and just cutting it in little pieces. This is my secret ingredient. This is a sauteed onion that I pre-made, which you can find on my channel. This way I don't have to saute a whole onion right now. Otherwise, if you don't have that, saute a whole onion, just cut them up in little pieces and then saute them until it's golden brown, because we're gonna mix the two together. So here's my bacon, and we're gonna cook this low and slow so the fat melts, cooks through slowly and not quickly, because if it cooks quickly it will burn and it will be nasty. To be honest, I prefer bacon in the air fryer. I had too much bacon fat, so I'm just getting some out with a paper towel, but you can set this aside and use it for fries or something else, maybe in with some steak. Oh, that would be so good. But I have plenty set aside. There's even like a little bucket that just for bacon fat to collect it, bacon grease. And then to this, I'm adding a big scoop of that sauteed onion, which I think is about a whole onion. Yeah, it looks about right if you really cut it into little pieces. Mixing this all together, and the next ingredient is gonna be vinegar. Now, I had this salad multiple times, and I know that I can taste the vinegar, like it is vinegary, but this recipe did not specify how much, so I'm starting with 1 teaspoon. I added 1 teaspoon, and then later on I'm gonna try it. You'll see it in the video, but in total I ended up putting 3 teaspoons of vinegar in it, because you do have to taste it, but I wasn't sure like how strong it will be. But anyways, here is my potato done, and this will be my dish. I put it in the dish for a few minutes to cool down so that I can cut it without burning my fingers, which I do all the time because I have no patience. I cut the potatoes in half and then slice it in little pieces like that, almost like half pieces. Here you can see it closer up. This is how I had it in Germany. It was this size. It was not whole circles. It was not little squares. Maybe some people do it in little squares, but this is how I had it, so I wanted to replicate the exact thing. That is done, and it says to put the bacon and onion on top, not mixing it, so putting it on top, and then bake it in the oven for 10 minutes and then mix all together. And that is it for the recipe. But here you can see I'm adding more vinegar because it wasn't vinegary enough. So it does have to have that vinegary taste, well, like when you're eating vinegar salt chips. Yeah, that's pretty much the same flavoring. I also added some salt because it was missing some salt. I guess I didn't add enough in the water, but that's okay. That's why we can taste and see how much we need. I put the bacon and onion on top, and I spread it out a little bit, and I put it in the oven for 10 minutes. It didn't say what temperature, so I just put it at 375. 10 minutes. I mean, it wasn't really necessary, but my bacon has got a little cold, so I'm guessing that's what's it for. I chopped up some chives, and here it is. And it's set to mix after it has baked for 10 minutes. So here it is, mixing it all together, and then put the chives on top, and it was heavenly. Like, it was so good. I think I could have added a little bit more vinegar to it, but I could still like feel it after eating it. So I think 3 teaspoons is enough, but if you like it a little more vinegary, you can definitely add 4 teaspoons of vinegar. It came out delicious. I'm a garlic lover, so I would probably add more garlic to it as well, but it came out so good. It's authentic, easy to make, and it's really just a few ingredients, and it's also so cheap. Enjoy!